So a quote I heard years ago is, people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. And I think that's true for any business, but it's always stuck with me, and it's always something I try to keep in mind whenever we're planning anything for the restaurant. I'm Nathan Bennett. I'm the owner of the Lab restaurant in the Liberties in Dublin 8. We do wood-fired sourdough pizza, we do lunches, we do corporate catering, we do evening meals and crazy cocktails. Our main focus is on primarily giving customers a really good quality dining experience through the food and also through the atmosphere. We don't do traditional pizza by any means. Obviously a customer can come in and they can have something that's fairly standard, a margarita, whatever they want, but our main focus is on experimenting and combining different flavours together. I watched a documentary which was by a guy called Russell Norman, who's a UK restaurateur, and he followed like normal people who wanted to open their own restaurants, and he showed them from start to finish, and it just made the whole thing seem really accessible and possible to me. So that's when I started planning for it, and it was years before I actually opened. It's been very challenging, and I think obviously starting any business is challenging, but my background isn't in restaurants, it's not in hospitality at all. Firstly, I've been really amazed by the amount of people who are willing to help. Like even competitors who give me, half an hour or a couple of hours to go for a coffee and give me advice, which is just amazing. But the best advice I got from somebody was just to never be shy in calling people, ask everyone's opinion, and basically don't be shy and don't feel bad for asking from people because they're willing to help. I wanted to keep some of the structure that I had in my previous job. I was always really conscious that when I start working for myself, I could easily, being my own boss, be a bit easy on myself or lose some of that structure, and I didn't want that to happen. So I knew I wanted to use an office sharing space of some sort, but when I came to see Iconic, it just totally stood out above the rest. The moment you walk in the door, the reception team are so friendly and welcoming, and there's a really interesting mix of people working here. It's dog friendly, which is great for me. I suppose while you come in here and you can get your head down and get your work done, you're also very much not alone. And if you want to go out to the kitchen and chat to people, you can. And also it's great for like holding meetings, interviews, and it's nice to be able to bring people in to such a cool space. The name The Lab actually came from my Labrador dog. I was trying to think of names, and I probably wasted the majority of the time doing my business plan thinking of a name. And eventually I just looked down at Bradley and was like, oh, The Lab, and then that's also where the science team came in as well. So Bradley is really the brains behind the business. I think he loves food more than anybody does. So